Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He scores B+. He's a good guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is more likely to talk big than actually go far in his career. He enjoys thinking and discussing big plans, but when it comes to putting in the steady effort or standing up for himself, he often steps back. You might find him jumping from one idea to another, but not making much real progress.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he tends to pull away instead of fighting back. He isn't likely to get angry or have a big outburst, but he deals with stress by quietly withdrawing and avoiding the problem. He finds it hard to stand up for himself or take strong action to fix things.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work usually don't find him difficult to deal with because he avoids fights and keeps to himself. He isn't the type to get into loud arguments or cause drama. Instead, he can come across as quiet and polite, though not very warm. Most of the time, he's just there, friendly but not a big presence.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He is likely to be happy for you and proud of your achievements without feeling jealous or threatened. Since he isn't pushing himself hard in his own career, he rarely sees your success as a competition. He will probably celebrate your wins, show kindness, and support your efforts.
What if you start earning more than him?
He's not the type to secretly resent you or feel deeply insecure if you earn more than him. Instead, he's likely to accept it and show genuine happiness for your success. He might even feel a sense of relief knowing that things are more secure for both of you.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He tends to handle money carefully and is quite organized with his finances. He likes things to be in order, so he usually keeps track of what comes in and what goes out. He thinks things through before spending and prefers to play it safe.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. He's practical and knows how to stick to a budget, avoiding unnecessary show offs or expensive habits. This makes life with him more stable without hidden debts or surprise bills.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is generally kind and warm hearted, so he will help out when someone truly needs it. He isn't stingy, but at the same time, he thinks carefully before giving or spending. His way is to offer support where it matters without making a show out of it.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's much more open and honest about money than secretive or controlling. You can expect him to talk about finances clearly and share the real picture, not hide things or play tricks. This makes it easier to build trust as you'll both know where you stand.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to believe that housework should be shared, not just left for you alone. Because he values fairness and keeping things in order, he'll probably want to do his part to keep the home running smoothly. He won't expect you to handle everything by yourself.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will genuinely help with chores and diapers, not just stand by and watch or give directions. He believes in keeping things organized, so he'll want to do his share to keep the house in order. You won't be carrying the whole load by yourself with him.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is much more likely to listen quietly and try to understand your side than to argue just to prove he's right. He avoids fights and doesn't like raising his voice or making things tense. He cares about how you feel, so he will try to see things from your point of view.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he usually stays calm and doesn't lash out with hurtful words or aggressive actions. Instead of yelling or saying things he'll regret, he tends to go quiet and pull away to avoid making things worse. He doesn't want to hurt your feelings, so he'll avoid arguments and might need some time alone to settle down.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he isn't the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He keeps his cool and prefers to step away rather than blow up or start a fight. If anything, his way of handling anger is more about silence and withdrawal than loud reactions.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility, though he might do it quietly rather than making a big show of it. He isn't quick to blame you or shift the fault when something goes wrong. His gentle and caring nature makes him more likely to reflect and accept when he's made a mistake. He prefers peace, so he'll often admit his part to keep things calm and balanced in the relationship.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no truly means no. He's not pushy and doesn't like making anyone uncomfortable. So if you tell him you're not okay with something, he'll back off without argument. Your comfort and feelings matter to him, and he's careful not to cross lines that you set. With him, you can feel safe that your no will always be taken seriously and respected.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He cares about your feelings and will respect your wishes without making you feel guilty or upset. He understands that everyone has off days and he won't let it come between you.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care and respect. He values your trust and would not use something personal to hurt or embarrass you later on. He believes in keeping what's special between you safe and private.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He values close relationships and is more interested in building a strong, steady partnership than chasing after excitement elsewhere. He's focused on keeping your bond peaceful and trustworthy.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not overpossessive or the type to act jealous, controlling, or suspicious. He believes in giving space and trusts the people he cares about. His attitude is calm and understanding, not controlling.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a hidden sign of a controlling personality. He cares about your well being and wants you to feel safe, but he doesn't use this as an excuse to make all the decisions or boss you around. He chooses gentle care, not strict rules or limits.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and won't expect you to do everything alone. He understands that raising children needs both parents to share in the work and support each other. If you talk openly and set clear roles, he'll usually agree and do his part.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He handles stressful moments with patience and prefers to talk things through instead of shouting or punishing harshly. Even if things go wrong, he doesn't jump to anger. Instead, he takes a gentle approach and tries to understand their feelings.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He understands that you have dreams and needs beyond family life, and he values your happiness. He sees you as an equal partner, not just someone to do housework or care for the kids.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will suddenly ask you to quit your career after you have a child. If he supports your work now, it is genuine and steady, not just for show. With him, you can expect honest support for your ambitions at every stage of family life.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth, not just act polite on the surface. He genuinely cares about family connections and tries to make people feel comfortable and welcomed. He wants to build honest relationships, so his care will be heartfelt, not just meant to keep peace. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not make things worse. He avoids loud arguments and prefers to keep peace, so he won't react with anger or harsh words. With him, you can trust that family problems won't turn into big fights or painful scenes at home.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He's not the kind of man who will act modern with you in private, but expect you to suddenly be a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values fairness and dislikes double standards, so he won't put on two faces or ask you to do so just to please others. With him, you'll feel free to be consistent and true to yourself, both at home and when family is around.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you rather than staying out of it or siding with others. Though he may not jump into a confrontation, he will quietly stand by your side and make sure you don't feel alone. With him, you'll feel he's in your corner, even if he handles things in a calm and quiet way.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not a mummy's boy in the sense of always putting his mother first or blindly following her wishes. He values peace and cares about both you and his family. But he won't ignore your needs or let you be treated badly. You won't have to worry about feeling alone or second place to his mother in your marriage.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He prefers to handle personal matters quietly and respects the privacy between you and him. This shows that he values trust and wants to protect your relationship from outside interference.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So this is why this guy scores B+. He's a good guy. Day in and day out, being with this man offers a sense of calm and steady companionship. He is gentle, kind, and dependable, making everyday life feel safe and drama free.